Lynn Rosato with Hallie Hill Animal Sanctuary is back this week to introduce me to another pet who's in need of a great home for this edition of Quintin's Close-Ups. And if you haven't already, subscribe to my YouTube channel and like Quintin's Close-Ups on Facebook. Lynn Rosato, welcome back to Quintin's Close-Ups.
Thank you. Thanks for having us back again.
Oh, yes. Obviously, you're with Hallie Hill Animal Sanctuary down in Hollywood. And I know that, I believe it was, a week ago, right before I went to Charlotte, you introduced us to Miss Katniss.
Yeah, 2 weeks ago now.
2 weeks, that's right. Yeah, 2 weeks ago.
Right.
And how is she doing?
She's great. Katniss is great. We've had some interest, which is nice to hear. She's not gone home yet, but it's a little bit of a process at Hallie. And it takes some time. So we are very hopeful, and she's doing very well. Thanks for asking.
That is great to hear. You're very welcome. So today you're bringing on Miss Mika.
Miss Mika, here she is. Miss Mika has quite the story. She's been with us about a month, a little longer. We got her from a shelter that was overcrowded, as so many of them are right now and continue to be. So, but she came to Hallie and she had some medical issues. She was coughing, and we couldn't figure out why she was coughing.
Right.
So, of course, into the vet she went, and they discovered, believe it or not, she had a diaphragmatic hernia, and her intestines were actually pushing up through the hole in her diaphragm and was causing her to cough.
Wow.
Isn't that a weird thing to have?
Absolutely.
She's very young. We estimate she's between 1 and 2 years old.
Okay.
So she's got, her whole life ahead of her.
Yes.
So, of course, we went ahead and Hallie did the surgery. Yes. And now, as you can see, she has recovered beautifully. Yes. You don't get the benefit, but she was just racing around the house. So, thank you. She's doing so well now and recovering very, very nicely.
Well, thank God in heaven for that.
Thank goodness we were able to do that through the generosity, as you know, of our many wonderful donors. That was not an inexpensive surgery,
right?
But it's so worth it because she's so young and has so much to offer a family.
And speaking of which, Miss Rosato, let me ask you this. What type of diet is Mika on right now?
Oh, she's just on a high quality dog food. A kibble. She's not on any special diet at all. And she has been fully vetted. She is beginning some heartworm treatment, and that shouldn't be a problem for her. Many of our animals that come into us have not had the benefit of heartworm treatment, so they come in with heartworm, but she'll be fine. And she has no special dietary requirements at all.
Wow. Mm-hmm. So what type of family would be ideal for her?
That's a great question. We believe she's a chihuahua terrier mix, and they tend to be a little bit more, a little skittish. So she is a little bit timid. When she came into the house, my husband met her, and she wasn't real sure, but she warmed up very, very quickly. So a family, she likes other dogs. She would like other cats. She likes children, but probably a quieter household, initially at least, would be better for her. She is a lap dog. I was sitting here preparing for our meeting, and she was running, and I called her, and she ran right over and climbed into my lap. And so she definitely is a dog who likes her cuddles and comes when she's called.
Oh, that's amazing. And I wanted to ask you this too, Miss Lynn, but what is going on as far as events with Hallie Hill this month?
We have lots going on and coming up tomorrow, actually September 1st. Yes. I can't believe it's September already. Right. Oh my gosh. We have a dinner that is happening at a restaurant in Hollywood called Panavino. Some of you may remember it was downtown. Yes. And Alfredo has moved out to Hollywood. And he is being very gracious and giving us, everybody that comes and has dinner tomorrow night, he's giving us 25% of his proceeds.
That's amazing. That's really
amazing. And we are so grateful to him. And I can speak from experience. That restaurant is excellent. My husband and I frequent it often. And we're going to have a packed house tomorrow night. I think there are still some reservations left. So call and make a reservation and come on out and support the wonderful animals of Hallie Hill.
Absolutely. And speaking of calling, Miss Lynn, how can we adopt Miss Mika?
Good question. Everything that we do at Hallie is based on our website, which is halliehill.com. We have a very small staff, so we like to be as responsive as we possibly can. So if you go onto the website and you'll see the adoptions tab, click on that and you'll fill out an application. And you'll also see all the dogs and all the cats that are available for adoption. We have about 150 dogs and 50 cats at any point in time.
Wow.
And we have lots of, and interestingly, we mostly have older dogs because we are a sanctuary, but right now we have quite a few younger dogs as well. So take a look, fill out the application, hit the submit button, and Michelle, our wonderful adoptions manager, will get back to you ASAP and set up an appointment to come out. Everything at Hallie is done by appointment.
That's amazing.
And that gives you the opportunity to bring your own animals out as well, to meet an animal you might be interested in. So it's a great way to do it, and we will get you a new family member as soon as possible.
As possible. So how many younger dogs have entered the sanctuary since, a couple of months ago?
Oh my gosh, we have intakes. If you look at our Howler, which is our newsletter that comes out on the 1st of every month, there will be a complete listing of every animal that comes into the sanctuary. And I do the newsletter, so I know that. And it is coming out tomorrow, and we actually have 18 new people coming in, new animals and cats and dogs.
Right.
And we had actually about 18 adoptions as well.
Oh, thank God for that.
Yeah, it is. We don't do as many as some of the open intake shelters because our model is a little bit different.
Right.
But 18 is good for us, and we're excited to get all those 18 animals out there into homes. And we can take in as many animals every month as we adopt out because we're always full.
Oh, that's right.
So that was a good question. It's hard I don't know the exact number over the last few months, but as I said, as soon as they go out, that's how many come in.
Wow, that's just amazing news right there.
There's lots of need in the Tri-County area, and we do our best. As a sanctuary, we tend to get more medically fragile animals, more behaviorally challenged animals. And recently, because of the overcrowding in other shelters, that's why we've gotten some of our younger animals. Puppies come in, and puppies are a lot of work. Yes. So we've been able to take some puppies and help out some other shelters and get them great homes.
Yes. And what has that trend been like for those medically challenged, animals?
Always, just like people, animals come in with interesting things, and we know sometimes based on the symptoms exactly what's going on because the staff is so good at Hallie. And other times, like this little girl, we had no idea what that little cough meant, and because we have a great relationship with West Ashley Vet, they were able to work with us and get that solved. So we do as much as we can for the animals that come in, because they all deserve to have a great life, and we're blessed to be able to do that because of the very, very gracious donations of the people of Charleston.
Absolutely, and thank God for them as well.
Yes.
Well, Ms. Lynn Rosato, thank you so much for your time. And again, welcome back to Quintin's Close-Ups. And I'll see you not next week, but the week after.
Week after, in 2 weeks. We are looking forward to it. We'll have another great animal to introduce to you.
Yep, exciting. Looking forward to it.
Yes, sir. Thank you so much. We appreciate it.
You're welcome anytime.